everyone, Green Gemini here, and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Here we are in Cooperville, and I paused the game because it looks like we're starting to thaw out. We are finally starting to see the snow go away. If I unpause the game, we can see the thaw is happening. It is going away, the snow is dissipating, and spring is finally here. Spring has sprung, which I'm really happy about. All right, today in this episode, we are going to take a look at, with us thawing out and everything, I kind of have this water thing pulled up because we have a need for commercial. We have a need for industry. I want to see, let's unlock our water here and see what we can do about potentially putting in a cargo bay area over here. We have the train tracks that come through here and everything. We have this inlet of land. So I'm going to be curious to see. I mean, obviously I don't have enough money for it. We're going to have to take out a loan. I was trying to avoid doing a loan as much as possible, but here's the thing. In order for this city to expand, we're going to have to take out a loan. It's just going to have to happen, especially with some of the big stuff that we want to build. If I click on the cargo harbor, it is, buddy, it is pretty big. And I think with this, does this have, it has road connections. Does it have rail connections? Let's see, a harbor with cranes, container yards that allow the cargo ship to load and unload. Can also store cargo until it is shipped forward. Can be upgraded with a rail connection, extra cargo cranes, and warehouses. Okay. So we can definitely get, in Pompous building, books to nourish, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So we can upgrade this. It appears that we have, okay. So there is a cargo lane here, which is good. That's what I was wondering, was where that was at. If I happen to have this here, it's not necessarily going to work out too well with the rail, but if I do it here, that might make things a little bit easier for the rail coming in and then going out. Now, I will need to buy these two spaces up here, which I've got plenty of room. I'm making 13,000, so that's not terrible. To make these two, cost is going to be 26,000 with 7,600 a month. Not terrible. And then I think the other thing that I want to do here too is I kind of want to smooth this terrain out. You know, you think about large projects like this in the real world, right? There's going to be some construction that happens. There's going to be a need to flatten out terrain. So if we select the leveling tool, and if I level it, I kind of want to take a look to see where's the train track at? What is that leveling? And it looks like about here. So if I right click on that, and we start smoothing this out. Should give us a good indication of where we want this to go. And then I think what I want to do is I kind of want to get this to be a little bit straight here, like right here to the edge. Now my sea level is, oh wow, okay, that's good actually. That's really good. That's perfect. That might be a little right on the edge of sea level, but I think we will be okay. I think we'll be all right. If you guys are enjoying what's going on with the channel, go ahead and hit the like button, and then go ahead and hit the subscribe button to get notified on when I get new videos uploaded. Right now it's going to be a little random. However, we're going to be going for at least 2 or 3 videos a week. And then we'll kind of go from there on, whoops, what we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be discussing in this game. Definitely going to stick with City Skylines for right now. And then, other things, that I have started a candle company. So if you guys are interested, there's a link in the description down below. Go ahead and click on that link, go to the website, and check it out. rptcandlecompany.com is where we're going for that. Got a lot of great scents on there. Got a lot of good things going on with it. Now, when it comes to my loan, monthly cost is going to be $82,000. What is our budget currently? So we're making $374,000 a month right now. Pretty good. And it's continuing to go up with some of the other services and stuff we want to get in here. It's going to help. So I'm not too terribly concerned about the cost of things right now.
I expect the residents would be more distressed if key services became unavailable.
It would help if I actually took the loan out. Let's do 750,000 instead of $1 million. Yeah. Let's actually go ahead and do 1.5 million. Reason being is because I also have some trash issues that we're going to need to take care of. So that takes me down to still making $8,000 an hour. Not bad. Go to here. Okay, so cargo. Looks like I've got some errors popping up in water. Okay, that's yeah, technically, yeah, it's in water. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this out to here. Okay. And then that should fix. Yes, it does. Let's put that down here. Now, we are going to need a road connection. If I go ahead and do my upgrade, rail connection is going to be 80,000. It's currently locked. Why? I need a rail yard. Okay. That's a problem. Because I don't have the ability to put my rail yard in yet. Hang on. We're going to be okay with that. That's fine. The incineration plant is... Ooh, buddy, that is large. That is much, much bigger than I thought it was going to be. But it's okay. I feel like the incineration plant really needs to be over here somewhere. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and put the incineration plant over here. It is definitely needed. Interesting that it has... Oh, yes, that's right. Because it will do cargo cranes. No, 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 no. That's for the other thing. Storage extension. We can start... Hold on. What's happening right now? Sewage outlet. We don't have enough, do we? Upgrades. Reduce the amount of pollutants in the water. And then an extra settling tank. Are we having an issue with... Apparently we are. Okay, that I did not know. Okay, hold on. Let's fix this real quick. Didn't realize I could actually put a couple extra ones on there. Okay, is that going to help sewage treatment for a little bit? I don't feel like this is actually connected. No. So I'm actually going to delete that. And then let's... Wrong thing. Come on. Groundwater pumping station, sewage outlet.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
A severe hailstorm is approaching. Damage to crops and property is expected. We urge citizens to stay inside until the storm is passed.
All right. That should help for now. A small water tower, advanced water pumping station. Okay, so the water treatment plant, I don't think we need to unlock in here, correct? Correct. Let's go ahead and unlock that. And then our water availability has also gone down. Which that's the issue we're having now. So let's go into here. And of course we need $400,000 for that. We don't have enough money for it. We're losing money. Fuck on it. This happens with the loan that you take out. It's fine. Let's focus on the incineration plant real fast. Because this is actually going to have power that gets drawn to it. Or drawn from it, really. And then that's going to go into our power network. And then, okay, so the incineration plant currently is at 100% usage. Electricity production is rising. 6.4 megawatts. What is the actual... So the incineration plant can give up to 40 megawatts of power a month. Right now we're currently at 6.34. If I were to... Well, no. It looks like it's taking... Yes, it's taking from the landfill over to the incineration plant. Which is exactly what I want it to do. Okay. Now we're having issues with water. Water pumping station. Let's go ahead and add an additional one of those over here. We're just going to connect that up to the network. And then we're just going to take a gravel road out to it there. Okay, that takes care of water. Okay. I've got this set up over here. It has no electricity. It has nothing at all that it needs. Let's go ahead and do a 3-lane, one-way road. And I feel like it needs to go that direction. And then if I look at where these things are, which of course this is going to come down this way. So we're going to have this go 41.4 to there. To there. And then really, it just needs to come straight out to... no, that's not going to work. Let's go to here. That's what we're going to do for now. All right, and then I think what I need to do is, because this is all very new to me, we've got, okay, so cargo ship route tool. I want to create a new route from here. Nope, that's not what I want to do. So connects navigation point and harbors to create cargo ship route over seaway. See, they've made this a lot more complicated now. It's not as easy as it used to be. You used to be able to just put a cargo area down and, you know, just connect like it should. Start a new route here. Which, that doesn't work. Pathfinding failed. New waypoint. That's not right. Well, hold on. That's coming in. That's coming in. Hold on. No, that should be right. Oh, hang on. Okay, so this... needs to connect to here like this. I got it. Not enough money. Seriously, I need money for that? Come on. Alright, fine. Let's just take out another loan. I'm gonna regret this. Alright. Let's just do a medium C connection. Okay. So that is now connected to this. Now I can go and put... This is insane to me. We can put a waypoint there. And then back. And then this one can connect to here. And back. Okay. So now we should be able to get cargo trucks, like this guy here. Come on. Come on. Computer does not want to work. Let's go. If you want to help donate to the new computer fund, there is a link in the description down below for PayPal as well. So you can do that. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Cargo trucks are starting to run their course over here. This is going to be interesting to see how this works out. And then he's turning in there. I would rather that just be an exit, but that's okay. My hope is that this will help generate some income when it comes to exporting some goods. Service trade. Surplus from city services can be traded with surrounding cities in exchange for additional income. For example, visitors can use cities' health services and vaccines and school vacancies in schools can get filled by students from other cities. Surplus of fresh water and sewage treatment capacity as well as excess electricity are automatically sold to surrounding cities as long as proper utility connections have been built. Pipes and water for sewage, power lines for electricity. Okay, so none of that is happening right now. We are losing $120,000 a month. Subsidies. Households and companies will receive city subsidies when their tax rates are set in the negative. This will give them a financial boost and exempt. Okay, who cares about that? Service trade. Exported sewage, import. That's all import. Tile upkeep. So do we not get money from... Okay, now we're making money all of a sudden. Why? Exported electricity. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's kind of what the goal was for the incineration plant. But service fees, transportation fees, water fees, public transit, and taxes. I mean, I guess what this does is kind of help boost up the economy, right? To bring in more industry, more commerce, I would think, right? I gotta stop saying right. My husband keeps telling me that I need to stop saying that word. Let's go here. And then let's start adding in some industry throughout here. And then we'll have the trains that are coming through here. We're going to have some industry that goes through this area as well. I think what I want to do is go ahead and build up this industrial area. So we're going to have a little bit of a industrial revolution here. That is not what I wanted. That needs to be a 2-lane road. This needs to be a 2-lane road. Okay, that's better. Oh, that's an interesting intersection. And I have seen intersections like that in my hometown. It's fantastic. Okay. And I think the next thing that I want to do, I can't be afraid to get into the railroad tracks. However, I also want to make sure that we're being a little strategic at where we are placing things. I did not want to do that exactly. Let's go there. And actually, I think this will be good, because then we don't have anything... We have stuff built up to the tracks. That works. And then we're just going to fill this all in with industry. And then I'm going to stay away from the groundwater that's over here. I think the other thing that I want to do... We have industry over here. We do. Do I have ground pollution available somewhere? Noise pollution, ground pollution. Yeah, we've got a bit. Got a little bit. Because instead of taking more water out of this river, like we're doing, really need to look to see... A groundwater pumping station. And if I'm looking at this correctly, no. But this, I definitely can use. Okay. We'll think about that. I do need some commercial space. And if I look at this avenue down through here, this is really going to be the best place for it. As much as I was kind of trying to avoid doing it, doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. So we'll put the industry or the commerce along the highway. Yeah. There's really only one option for commerce right now, and that's okay. We'll just have to deal with that. Looks as though we're having some issues with some services again. This is constant. Crematory, cemetery availability, crematorium availability. I mean, it's just, they're just not getting to them fast enough. That's all it is. Okay, back to industry. We can definitely clearly see where we have that dividing line with our highway, right? Here's our highway. All of industry is on this side, and then we have all of our residents and everything over here on this side, which not a big deal, really, you know, when you think about it. I definitely think that we can fill in this area a little bit more, though. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. And I think what I want to do is through here, I've got, what is this? That's my bus depot. Okay. Which makes sense. And then let's have... Let's upgrade this to a regular road, which isn't going to do it because of reasons. That's okay. That can go to here. We're going to go there. And then connect it there. Okay. Probably don't want to put industry right next to a water pumping station. Let's leave that alone. But the rest of it we can go ahead and do. Okay. See, now we're starting to get our industry in here. Now we're starting to make sure we've got some things happening with this city. Population's moving up, and we're making money again. Already. Making money from taxes and service fees. And then I think what I want to do is, since we... How much of this do I want to pay back? 500,000? That takes my interest down over 100,000 a month. Let's go ahead and accept that. Yeah, I don't got any money, but now we're also making a lot more money. So we'll leave that there. Put the game on super fast. And then let's start tweaking some of these areas a little bit here. So we have a need for some more commerce. The high school here, we have upgrades available. Additional tech building. Mindfulness room. Mindfulness exercises can help students regulate emotional stress after a heavy course load. Improves the health and well-being of the students. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and add that on there, sure. If I go... Oh, this is cool. Let's take that to there. Take that to there. And then that's going to curve around like that. That's cool. I like that. Just gives an interesting look to this area around the school.
A heavy storm is approaching the city.
And then I'm going to leave that alone the way it is.
Traffic slowdowns and damage to crops and property
I can
are
do
expected.
2
Citizens are advised to
commercial
stay
buildings
indoors
here, right on the water.
until the situation passes.
It looks as though I can build some really neat commercial buildings right here on the water. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then I wonder... Let me take the brush size down a little. I have an idea. So the idea is to create a walkway around this. So since we have... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. Let's take our height here. Okay. This is going to be really, really neat. And actually, it looks as though my height needs to be about like that here as well. I think we're going to have some varying heights throughout this. Which I'm okay with. Gives us a little bit of... Oops. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Gives a little bit of a different vibe to it and everything, you know? Let's go with that again to here. We've sent out what we've needed to, right? We've done our industrial revolution, in a sense. We've expanded on industry. We have gone in and added some more industry buildings over here. We still have a little bit of demand now for industry, so we can add some more in. But we've connected up our cargo lines and everything. From this point forward, I think what I'm going to end up doing is we're just going to play around a little bit with this area down here. Okay. And so if you want to stop watching the episode now, you can stop watching it now. But give a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload videos. It's going to be 2 to 3 days a week. We'll see what that scheduling looks like. It's going to be a busy week this week. I may need to do like a day where I do back-to-backs and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But for now, we're going to work on this area down here because I really, really have a good idea for doing this. Our cargo is... Oh, buddy, we are making a lot of money. So education fees have gone way up. Electricity fees have gone way up. Are we making money with electricity currently? Yeah, we are exporting. No, we're not exporting. We are importing. But I'm not gonna complain. We're making money elsewhere. Our money is going way up way quickly. So I think that, you know, the more that we sit and do some detailing, the more money we're gonna rack up pretty quickly here. So back to the detailing part of things. Let's see if I connect this, because I want that walkway, that pathway to come down through here, around here.
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing a
Let's
low-flush
do
toilet,
something
cut
like
back on watering the lawn, and
this.
shower with a friend whenever possible. This has been a local public service announcement.
I'm pretty confident I just heard the radio say shower with a friend to conserve water. Oh, goodness. That's fantastic. Okay. Now, we do have cliffs here. I think I'm going to leave it as cliffs. I really do. I like the cliffs. So with that being said, do we have the ability to have a pathway? Oh, look, progression panel. Okay, cool. So loan limit has gone up tremendously. We have high density business buildings. Fantastic. That means we can have some high density office buildings, which is going to be really cool. And then we just got a bunch of money too. I'm going to pay back about 400,000 of this loan. Actually, come on. I need $500,000 real quick so I can pay that loan back. And then that's going to get rid of our monthly cost, cut in half. Once we do that, come on, go over, get going. Population is increasing. We're already up to 25,000 citizens in this small little area that we have, which I think is great. Okay, 500,000, except we were making 25,000 an hour. Now we're making 31,000 an hour. What I wanted to see over here was if what building is this? I can take this pathway out, which is really good. That makes me really, really happy. And then what I'd like to see, and I think we're going to end up doing continuous bend or complex curve. Let's do continuous. I may turn snapping off. Because I want it to be a little bit more freeform.
We urge citizens to stay inside until the storm has passed. We interrupt this program to bring you.
We're gonna get pretty close to the edge here. This is gonna come around this way. This isn't too bad, really. And then I think what we can do, so we'll have that go to there. That back on a straight to here. You hear the dog bark, I apologize. He's over here woofing. Oliver? Hey. Hey. He's not listening to me. Golden Doodles, selective hearing. Like, they hear you. They can hear you. They just don't want to. Okay. I'm liking the direction this is going right now. So we're going to go here to here. And then this is going to go completely around. So this will give us a nice little walkway through here. I may look to see if I can get a path in here without getting rid of a building. No, it got rid of the building. I didn't mean for it to do that. It's fine. It'll rebuild. Okay. So what I've got here is an open area. In this open area, so what I like, overlapping items. What's so cool about this is that you can literally place benches all the way down here. I can do a line tool, start it here and go all the way down. Oh, gosh. Oh, there's so many possibilities that we can do with this. You know what? We're going to save this for now. We've started it, but we're going to do that in the next episode, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because we're already 40 minutes in. I don't want to make this too terribly long. But that's what we've got. So, you're going to have to tune in next time to see how this turns out. I'm not going to do a... what is that? Time-lapse? I'm not going to do that. We're going to sit here... and we're going to chit-chat. And we're going to do this one by one. Piece by piece. Put the trees in. All that kind of stuff. It's kind of what I was gearing towards right now. But we're 45 minutes in to this episode. And I'm going to get a little bit more industry put in here. Looks like our hub is booming. It is booming, booming. Taking a look at our stats here, we've got 3,300 tons out of 15,000. Oh, here we go, here we go. Maintenance, efficiency, employees. Shipping route 1 and 2. Vehicles in use 3. Transporting. Upgrades, we currently have none. So I'm trying to see... It's just really hard to tell, is this giving us extra money or not? I feel like it would be under taxes. So if I go under taxes here, like food, there's $49,000. I feel like this is where the money is being made, is within taxes. I mean, I'm making $33,000 an hour right now. If I were to drop industry down to 10%, office to 10, takes us down to 27,000. But it's going to give them more of an incentive to come in if they're not being taxed as high. So by cutting each of those down 1%, I just got rid of $13,000 an hour. However, my demand is now going up. So if I come over here to this area, I know I said I was done. I'm not done yet, apparently. And if we... Oh, that is not what I wanted at all. Just drop in here.
A heavy storm is approaching the city, and the likelihood of hail is very high. Traffic slowdowns and damage to crops and property are expected. Citizens are advised to remain indoors until the situation passes.
Like so. we'll do something like that. And then this really needs to butt right up against, and I think that that works. It does. So we'll have that go to there, line that up. We'll line that stuff up, and then this can go to here. I don't think I've ever seen industry pop off like this before. I thought it said I had high density scrapers available. I guess not. Oh, high density business buildings. Which we need. Let's get rid of... Let's do this. Let's take this over to there. We have our elementary school that we're going to keep there. And then we'll put some skyscrapers in right here. We have our cemetery that's still here. Let's do high density housing here and here. So we'll let that build up because that gets rid of all of that demand. Our industry has flourished through here. We still have more industry that's needed. That just completely filled in. It's fine. It'll work. And we are way happy. We are so happy. Small homes, traffic, lack of entertainment, and then high noise pollution are some of our issues. Whoops. But we'll take a look at those later. We have fixed several problems that we had. We took out a loan. We did a lot of things in this episode. I'm very happy with where we're at. And we've almost completely repaid our loan, too, which is amazing. And see, look, now we're making $40,000 an hour. So we took our taxes, cut them each down by 1%. We dropped $13,000 an hour from $33,000 an hour to $40,000. I'm sorry, to $20,000 an hour. But now we've doubled that by incentivizing people to come in here. It's fantastic. All right, questions, comments, concerns. Put it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to go to rptcandlecompany.com and get your candles. There is currently an offer on the website right now for 10% off when you sign up for the mailing list. We may do a special giveaway here soon. It just depends on how things go. I've got an event this weekend that I'm going to be doing, so we have to get through that first. And we'll see how much product I have left over. But that is all I have for you guys today. There's the dog. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.